His name was Woody Guthrie, and way back in 1912, he came into this world kicking and a fussing. We came to love him well, for life's been trying to tell how we all could change the things that we've been cussing. We just gotta do like what he done, like what he done. We just gotta do like what he done. Hello, Sue. Hello, Debbie. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh, yes, I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. A hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. Hi, Judy. Hi, Reba. Just gotta do like Woody done. Hello, Harriet. His name was Woody Guthrie, and way back in 1912, he commenced the life of holy rabble rousing. Now with beat-up guitar cases and them bound for glory faces, you can number his disciples by the thousand, and I'm one. Hello, Lisa. You just gotta do like what he done, like what he done. You just gotta do like what he done. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and that difference made the man. A hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. Hello, Tony, Heidi, hey Kurt. We just gotta do like Woody done. Hello, Jill. 'Cause there ain't much right with a mouth kept shut tight, when your duty just might be to shout. And there ain't much wrong that the soul in a song can make better if you sing it out. Just sing it out. Was Woodrow Wilson Guthrie some 100 years ago. He came into this life kicking and yelling, and he never really quit, and we're better 'cause of it, and the brave and shining truth that he was telling. Hello, Donna. Hi, Dave. Sharon. You just gotta do like what he done, like what he done in Pete too. Just gotta do like what he done. When folks said you cannot change things, Woody said, oh yes I can. 'Cause a man can make a difference, and a woman can make a difference. You know, folks can make a difference, and that difference made the man. A hero we can turn to when it's time to make a stand. And it's time. Oh man, it's time. And our lesser angels say to cut and run. Just gotta do like Woody done. Hey, Kathy, cuz. Kathy Gallagher. Hello, Carolyn, Cheryl. All the gang's checking in. Nice to see everybody. Shaking on the inside, but faking on the outside. Like if I had a way, I'd hide the way it feels. See how they've changed you now that those dreams came true. Isn't that I blame you for trying to make the deal? But isn't the sound of the wind lonely enough? Lonely enough, lonely enough for you, baby. Isn't the sound of the wind lonely enough to make you wanna cry? I thought could save me with all the love you gave me. But now I'm thinking maybe you might need saving too. Your eyes have lost their kindness. They're still bright, but they shine less. In them I can find less of that old friend that I knew. Isn't the sound of the wind lonely enough? Lonely enough, lonely enough for you, baby. Isn't the sound of the wind lonely enough to make you wanna cry? Tell me that you're happy. Somehow, baby, you don't have me believing it. 'Cause that sweet, sweet song we wrote, I remember every note. The words stick in my throat each time I sing it. Each time I sing it, baby. I'm shaking on the inside, faking on the outside. If I had a way, I'd hide the way it is. See how they have changed you now that those dreams came true. It isn't that I blame you, oh, but let me ask you this. Isn't the sound of the wind lonely enough? Lonely enough, lonely enough for you, baby. Sound of the wind lonely enough to make you wanna cry? Or is the voice of a friend only enough to make you say goodbye? Let's see who's checking in. Hi, June. Rotten Dan's in the house. Reverend Joyce, how are you, sir? Good to see everybody. Let's see here. When you wake up in the morning, who decides what you should do? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? When you roll out of that bed, just think about who's serving who. Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? When you drive to work each day, do you drive that big Cadillac that you must drive to work each day? 'Cause if you don't, they'll take it back and leave you one less payment, way more time and so much left to do. Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? Who's whose? Who's whose? Are you dying in the style you become accustomed to? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? And are the circles that you run in worth the hoops you're jumping through? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? When you leave for work each day, do you leave that big fancy house that you must leave for work each day? 'Cause if you don't, they'll throw you out and leave you one less mortgage, way more time and so much less to do. Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? Who's whose? Who's whose? Is the take home you must take home taking more than it leaves you? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? Do you pay with interest on a life that's somehow overdue? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? Are you some kind of sum of every single thing that you possess? Or can you put on your old sneakers and just walk out on the mess that you made of this whole and holy life that you were free-born to? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? Do you own the stuff you own, or does the stuff you own you? That's from the eponymous album, the John Flynn album that we put out on Slice Bread Records a long time ago with our good friend Gene Shea. Signed me to my first national release, and I thought I'd do a couple of songs from that album tonight. Hello, Patty Hillkirk and Marlene and Pam. Hey, Bud, it's good to see you. June says you look different. Yes, I am. I'm shorn here, folks. First time in probably about 15 years, and my granddaughter spent the night last night, and when it came time to toddle off to bed, I could not get a goodnight kiss because she said, no, Pop-Pop's beard tickles. I don't want to kiss him. And so, I had no choice. It's been kind of a pathetic life in that so much of it has been about trying to make a bid for the affection of women, mostly ineffectively. But I'll do anything for a smooch. So anyway, this week I went into the cellar. I pulled out my old cassette deck, which I had two of them. One didn't even work, and I probably haven't played these things in 20 years, and but one of them did, and so I got out a lot of old demos, songs that I wrote back in the 80s, back in the 90s, songs I hadn't heard since the 80s or the 90s. And it's been quite an experience, kind of going through those dusty old rooms and memories. But I polished off a couple of them, not to say that I practiced them much, but I wrote down the words and played them a couple times because I thought I'd like them to share some of these with you over the next couple of weeks. So let's see here. I'm not seeing it. Well, I don't have the lyrics for this one, so I'll just hum in the parts that I forget, which will be some, I'm sure. It was quite a discovery and somewhat humbling to find out how many songs that I wrote about weather. There were songs about clouds and sunshine and rain. Right up until the time Newt Gingrich came onto the national scene, and then my songwriting seemed to change slightly. Anyway, this is back probably before my Nashville days, even before I went to Nashville to kind of show my songs around, and I can hear a little Jim Croce in it. I think he was certainly a big influence on me, and came from my neck of the woods. Anyway. It's called Till the Sun Comes Out Again. You went away, what could I say but that I'd always be here for you? A place to come running to when clouds fill the skies and tears fill the eyes that once were sunny and blue. Girl, I'll always love you. When the wind blows cold through the cracks in your soul and your heart can't seem to keep out the rain, I'll keep you warm, keep you safe from the storm till the sun comes out again. Young and so sure, the smile that you wore would somehow make it all easy. You wouldn't believe me when I spoke of the years, the trials and tears that fall from everyone's eyes. Such a bitter surprise when the wind blows cold through the cracks in your soul and your heart can't seem to keep out the rain. I'll keep you warm, keep you safe from the storm, till the sun comes out again. And just as surely as the rain does fall, a rainbow's bound to come. Just as surely as we shiver in the winter wind, we'll find the summer sun. You went away, what could I say but that I'd always be here for you? A place to come running to when tears fill the skies and clouds fill the eyes that once were sunny and blue. Girl, I'll always love you when the wind blows cold through the cracks in your soul and your heart can't seem to keep out the rain. I'll keep you warm, keep you safe from the storm, till the sun comes out again. I'll keep you warm, keep you safe from the storm, till the sun comes out again. Not a bad song, written by a very young man. So this is a request that came in the mail, and I didn't think to write it down and put it in the hat, so I can't remember who requested it. So I'm sorry to not attribute this, but it came a couple weeks ago, and it's one I wrote to my wrote it for my grandmom, but I wrote it to the poet Emily Dickinson. When my grandmom was in her final months, I used to take Emily's poetry and read it to her. And driving home one night, this song kind of occurred to me. My heart breaks, the silence coming empty, as I read your letters right out loud. All their gentle wisdom can't exempt me, or this unattended soul right now. Emily, tell Marie that I love her still, and I always will. Emily. Offered at this bittersweet adjourning, these untitled minutes tick away, conscious of the pages I am turning, bound with love for what I cannot say. And Emily, tell Marie that I love her still, and I always will. Emily. Years spent in a room with curtains drawing to this end so graciously inclined, make you to the heart I am recalling, just as dear as you have been to mine. Tell Marie that I love her still, and I always will. Emily. Emily, tell Marie that I love her still, and I always will. Emily. 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 Judy Basler says that's her favorite. Thanks, Judy. Yeah, I remembered that you liked that one. Love you too, Devin. So that was an exciting album for me. Obviously, the first time you get a song on the radio nationally, it's pretty cool. And actually, this is the only single I ever released that charted. So I guess I always figured at some point I would attain the status of a has-been. That was my dream when I set out on this road. I don't think I ever passed a never was status, you know, but I came close. You know, and this song went to 13 on the charts, on the Americana charts, and it's a song that Rick Nielsen wrote. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I love you to love me. I'm begging So that was the closest I came to stardom. So here's another one of those. Now I know what we're going to do. We're going to do our request from last week. So we drew out of the hat. We draw out of the hat Little Rotten Dan over my shoulder here. This fella. He has a top hat with requests that you guys sent in the first couple weeks of our B.A.D show. Speaking of which, let me just change my banner here. So this is the weekly Busk at Dusk, and those of you that are hip to the term, busking is a traditional form of sharing music out in public. And you might be out on a street corner or in a subway or something playing your songs and leave your guitar case open or a hat, and folks might kick in a couple bucks if they're enjoying the music. And so if you're so inclined, you can do that digitally, or you can send me something to the P.O. box, which I'll put up later. And 10% of our take will go to New Beginnings Next Step, and I'll say a little more about that later. But anyway, so each week we draw from the hat, and last week my dear friend Judy Grace was the winner with an old song of mine from the Love Takes a Whole Box of Crayons album called Sail Away. So I'm fixed to do that one, but I'll do my drawing here for next week. Drum roll. Oh, this is for Bud Manning. Life is hard, then you die. So as we get closer to the election, this is a very appropriate song. Good choice, Bud. I'll work that up for next week. All right. Last night on the late, this is for Judy. Dear friend from back in my school days and my senior prom date. This is for her. She's out in Texas these days. Last night on the late show, I sold Earl Flynn. Swashbuckle with Olivia de Havilland. I fell asleep and dreamed I had a mustache pencil thin, a tall ship and a star to light my way. Sail, 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 sail away. Sail, 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 sail away. I don't know why it is, but sometimes I do wish I could sail, 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 sail away. When I was a kid, with every birthday I'd barrage my parents with requests to put down hay in our garage. By the Palomino, I'd ride straight back into Dodge. Sometimes I still wish I could ride away. Ride, 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 ride away. Ride, 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 ride away. I don't know why it is, sometimes I do wish I could ride, 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 ride away. Maybe I'll just take a ride out to the edge of town. Maybe I'd go far enough to prove the world is round. Troubles that I left behind and troubles that I found are just the same. Just the same. I was still a boy when I first saw an eagle soar, but I'd have given anything to wear the wings he wore. Fly so high that nothing really mattered anymore, except the wind and sun upon my face. Fly, 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 fly away. Fly, 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 fly away. I could sail, 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 sail away. I could sail, 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 sail away. So as I mentioned, we kick in a little bit each week towards New Beginnings Next Step. It's a nonprofit that I'm honored to be part of, and we fight recidivism in the state of Delaware, working with guys who are incarcerated and then after they come home, returning citizens, and trying to help them, kind of get on the right road and stay on the right road. A lot of guys are able to get on the right road, but building that resilience. Relationships have a lot to do with resilience, with the ability to pick yourself up when life knocks you down. And our guys, you talk about the program as a way of vaccinating or inoculating yourself against getting a case of the efforts, the tendency to say, screw this, and to go back to what when life knocks you on your ass. And so having New Beginnings in place, the weekly meetings, the kind of caring and confrontational honesty that goes on in those meetings holds guys accountable in a way that doesn't judge them, but gives them a chance to work through their frustrations and their disappointments and their discouragements and keep fighting. When sometimes all it takes is one wrong move and you find yourself back in that 6x8 room, which is not a place you want to be during this pandemic. And I'm going to play for you just a little clip, if I can find it. We've been doing a lot of meetings on Zoom because we for a long time we couldn't get together, and this is some video from one of those meetings by a guy. I'm so proud to know this man. I worked with him for a few years in prison, and I've worked with him for, it's got to be 4, 5, 6 years now. He's been out. He's not only just making so many tremendous strides, making his family and his friends so proud of him, but he's actually a community leader. He does a lot for other people, and one of the ways he serves is by serving on the board of directors of New Beginnings Next Step. So we have this gentleman is a returning citizen who is on our board of directors and gives us such an important perspective when we're kind of trying to figure our way forward. Anyway, so I'm going to play this little clip by Q.
Doing what it is that you all do, and I'm sure we all feel the same way. You can't mimic it because you guys have shown us something that some of our own families haven't showed us. It's a love and it's a respect in coming into the facilities and taking time out to care and support us and to do the things that you guys have done for us and to help carry us to where we are right now from the inside to the outside. That to say what it is that the volunteers do or what it is that New Beginnings does, it's hard to just put that in words and say, okay, we do this, because it's not just a thing you can put in words. It's a feeling, man. It's a feeling that really can't be unexplained. If any of you have ever studied love, the 3 types of love. We talk about the love of God, the agape love and the unconditional love. It's that kind of love that makes us stay free, honestly. So when you look at all the other programs, you wonder why it is that a lot of people, go back and the recidivism rate is so high and for New Beginnings is so low. It's because of that feeling, that belonging, that being a part of something and knowing that we are surrounded by people that actually love us. And I mean like a real love to the point to where y'all might not know our families, but y'all love our families because y'all love us. You'll help the people around that we're around because you love us. And I just want to say on behalf of everybody, thank you, because just listening to everybody speak and listening to everybody talk, it just made me think back to what just happened 2 hours ago. And the reason I asked the question I asked, you want to know what it is that we do or what it is that the volunteers do. And it's hard to say that. And if we were going to expand, it would be hard to even expand this thing to another area if they don't have people that genuinely and unconditionally love the way that you guys love. And I just want to say thank you, because that's really what it is.
Thanks, Q.
Thanks, Q.
I don't know. Some days I feel like the volunteers are the ones getting the therapy. You know,
Some days.
you guys
Should be every day, Jack.
I feel like I'm learning so much. I'm being healed so much by, your presence. And I was going to ask, because I've explained that the board has asked me.
All right, I think we got everybody back here. We're going to do another one of those cassette songs. One of the songs that I dug out from back in the day, and it kind of ties in a little bit with what Q was talking about. So this is called "In the Eyes of Marie." Old weathered denim, sun-leathered skin, a stubborn streak deep as the debt that I'm in, a more than occasional fondness for gin, a salty vocabulary, midnight cough from a 2-pack-a-day crutch, a strong predilection for card games and such. In this world I don't seem to add up to much, except in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie, there's no finer than me. Oh, the love I still see in the eyes of Marie. There've been some promises I didn't keep, days without kindness and nights without sleep. Those hills were never too long or too steep, at least in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than me. Oh, the love I still see in the eyes of Marie. when this world don't hurt like it does. When I get knocked down, I still get up because there's love in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than me. Oh, the love I still see in the eyes of Marie, in the eyes of Marie. There's no finer than me, or the love I still see in the eyes of Marie. So this is a song I kind of owe to Reggie Harris, my buddy. I had invited Reg into Gander Hill Prison as a guest speaker for one of our New Beginnings sessions. And Reggie's topic was the power of language, and specifically the power of naming something. And he challenged each of the guys in the room to tell us what their name was and what they knew about their name, what it meant in the family history, what the actual meaning of the word might be. And it was one of the most enlightening and powerful discussions that I'd ever been privy to early on in my time with New Beginnings. And I ended up coming home and picking up my guitar and basically just writing down some of the things that I heard the guys say. So the stuff that you're going to hear in this song, this isn't me, making up stuff. These are the names that the guys are called. So this is called Reggie's Question. My name is Addict. My name is Thief. My name is Gangster. My name is Grief. My name is Inmate. That is my shame. There's no escaping what's in a name. My name is Dealer. My name is Thug. My name is Hustler. Violence and drugs have been my life now. It's called the game. It's kind of scary. What's in a name? My name is Father. My name is Son. My name was stolen a couple hundred years ago by white men with chains. Sometimes I wonder what's in a name. Some names I've taken, some I have earned. Some give me strength while others have burned crosses and bridges with hatred's flame. There's no disguising what's in a name. My name is Father. My name is Son. My name was stolen a couple hundred years ago, but when I complain, you shrug and ask me, what's in a name? My name is dear to those who love me. My name is fear to those who won't see that in our hearts we are much the same. I'm only human. What's in a name? Well, this is a song that I felt like I had to sing tonight. Came out this week that 545 children have been taken from their parents, and we didn't even bother to figure out how to get them back to them. Anyway, Pope Francis came out this week saying that policy was an incredible act of cruelty. And I don't think anybody can take issue with that. And it shouldn't be associated with our country. So take that for what it's worth as you go into the polling booth in, 11 days? Anyway, this is called An American Cage. There is a lady down by the harbor, lifting her lamp by the golden door. We've tried to make that lady a liar. You've tried to make that lady a whore. She said, give me your tithe, we take their children from them. Give me your poor, we pay no decent wage. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, choke on the stench in an American cage. Cries out, send these your tempest tossed to me, the wretched refuse of your teeming shores. You can stay with her if you got the price, boys, but don't come around if you're brown or you're poor. Give me your tithe, we take their children from them. Give me your poor, we pay no decent wage. And your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, choke on the stench in an American cage. Some words can be to you, things that they taught us back when we were young. How much it hurts to find out they were lying. How much it hurts to see what they've become. What they've become. Oscar Alberto said, hold on, Pequeña. Valeria was not quite 2 years of age. She crossed the big river, she drowned with her papa, trying to avoid an American cage. American cages ain't just stealing concrete, they're forged of the humanity we betray. We turn our backs on the cries of the desperate, imprisoning our very souls when we say, give us your tithe and take their children from them. Give us your poor and pay no decent wage. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, choke on the stench in an American cage. Give us your tithe, give their children back to them. Give us your poor, pay them a decent wage. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, help us find strength to fight greed, fear, and rage, the strength to tear down an American cage. art born in Japan around the 15th century. Uses gold and silver to mend broken pottery, rebinding the shattered pieces so exquisitely. Kintsugi, Kintsugi. The tea bowl of a shogun had been broken and he frowned on ugly metal staples with which his eyes he bound. The pieces back together, so a bold new way was found. Kintsugi, Kintsugi. You are beautiful because your heart is broken, because you have the wisdom and that kindness and the grace to be beautiful. You let your heart be open, smile for me and let me kiss the tears upon your face. Flashing streaks of lightning in a dark and stormy sky, like brilliant streams of lava on a midnight mountainside. The seams that prove our wounds now we no longer choose to hide. Kintsugi, Kintsugi. You are beautiful because your heart is broken, because you have the wisdom and that kindness and the grace to be beautiful. Let your heart be open, smile for me and let me kiss the tears upon your face. Let me see the places where they hurt you, deep and in the marrow of your bones. Touch my scars and know I won't desert you. You're my friend, you are not alone. So fear no lasting damage, fear no violence or decay. From the potter's wheel, love's fingerprints are on this clay. That through our perfect brokenness, we each can find a way. Kintsugi, 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 Kintsugi. I'm going to do another song and thank everybody for tuning in to the Northern Delaware folk music version of Wayne's World. Party on, Garth. I just noticed that my camera slid all the way over, just because something fell off the table over there, and I had to weigh whether it made sense to just get it up and fix it or continue as the professional that I am. And obviously I made the wrong choice. So. Thanks for your notes and requests. I've really been enjoying this. It's given me obviously a chance to go back into music. Because with the old model, like you're out on tour and you play somewhere maybe once a year or once every year and a half. So the set doesn't have to change that much. If you're doing 30% of the set is new, that's fine. But every Friday night you can't just sing the same song. So I'm going back, into old tapes, and it's been strange, enlightening, and fun. So thanks for, kind of sitting in with me and allowing me to just share these old songs with you. I wrote this song close to 4 years ago. I wrote it the day after Donald Trump was elected. I'm hoping that we're coming upon the time when this song gets retired, but I'll leave you with it tonight and maybe one more time. This used to be a country where we cared for one another, tried to see the weary stranger as a sister or a brother. We're the strongest shouldered up the load for those who weren't as strong. We thought they'd never turn their backs on this, but we were wrong. Land where bigotry would hug the shadows, hide its guys in bed sheets, always lose the battles when it reared its spittle spewing face of twisted hate. We were not always good here, but our dreams could make us great. Now their bitter laughter seems to tell another story in which the aggrieved relieve themselves upon Old Glory, and a vengeful liar raises up a fisted glove. This used to be a country that I love, and I still do. Bulldozers been here, and it faces all the colors of the rainbow you see fear, while the anger in God's eye is thankfully softened by a tear. It falls like a star from the sky. I will sing, I will shout, I will call hatred out, and when push comes to shove, I'm gonna stand up for love. I will stand, I will stand, I will stand. I will stand with you. We will stand. We will stand up for love. This used to be a country we could be proud of, my friends. I swear to God that it will be again. Oh, I pray to God that it will be again. God bless you. I'll see you next week. Take care of each other. Bye.